Hey folks, JD here, out here on Grenada Lake. Water's rushing a little rough coming up out of the spillway down there. We had to come down to the little pier they got built down here. Trying to see if we can't catch a catfish in the wintertime. It's always a little slow in the wintertime. Best time to catch catfish, mostly here in Mississippi, spring and fall. That's your two big times where you really score some numbers. There's always something in one of my darn videos. Here comes a helicopter. Searching for convicts and whatnot. I keep getting a couple little dink bites. I've got cut bait on 2 of them and chicken on 1. I'm always fishing with chicken. Seem to have pretty good luck with it no matter where I go. That's probably one of my standard go-tos now. I got cut chicken breast and worms everywhere I go. I use my worms to catch my bait and use my bait on my pole to catch bigger fish. That's pretty much what we do. There's a crane over here growling like a bulldog. But it's been a pretty slow bite already this morning. Figured I'd give it a shot. Hadn't been able to go for a while. Been either too cold, wet, rainy, muddy. Had to work, one thing or another. It's my first chance being able to get out here and try to catch a fish in a month. Figured I'd get back at it. And I got a YouTube channel I'm trying to get going here. Price of eggs going up. I might do a little better. Might have to start me a OnlyFans page or something. Just pictures of me standing around holding my pole. Or maybe not. Maybe not. If I keep getting these dink bites, I'm gonna turn around and get me a smaller hook put on here and catch something just make me feel like I done something. You know, fishing probably saved me from being a less desirable human being on the planet. I was gonna be a male stripper. But as I got older, I'm just a weekend hooker. Hooking them right in the lip. Thought I had a bite, that's just the wind blowing the line. That old wind had died down some, it'd probably be alright out here, but that wind cutting a little sharp. It's pretty chilly out here this morning. It took that pelican 150 yards to get up out the water to get to flying. There's a couple duck hunters down the river here. And there's a couple little sloughs back off the edge of the water down here. And it's duck season and it sounds like World War III down there. Wish I had $1 for every time they shot. I'd go buy me a new camera this morning. Well, I got some little old dink tapping on this middle pole. It's got the chicken on it. If I see one more of these birds snatch a fish up out the water, I'm gonna start slinging baits upside the head. I'm gonna start slinging this cut bait that ain't nobody eating and start bopping them cranes in the head with cut bait. It's a whole lot of just weekend fishermen down here, and I'm wondering if these fish down here ain't used to eating hot dogs and chicken liver. Maybe I should have brought that. They must have closed the gates off some. That current's starting to slow down pretty good. I may have to go down there towards the spillway and just see what's going on, because right now the water seems to have slacked up a good bit. It was coming out like a torrent earlier, but it ain't hitting like that right now. I may have to ease back up yonder way some. See if I can try my luck. We'll see. I've been getting a bunch of dink bites on this pole. I'm finna reel it in and see if I still got anything to bite on. This is one with the old chicken breast on it. The other two got cut bait on them. I ain't got the first bite on them. I may take them and reel them in and swap them over, see if I can get something on this chicken. Reeled that one in a little bit, dropped it about 2 feet in front of one of these pilings right here. It's a little break in the current. Might be a little something hiding behind that piling. See if we can't snatch one up out of there. Yeah, in the wintertime, it's fishing, but it's a whole lot more like hunting than anything. You got to find certain spots that'll hold fish, and you got to figure out where they're at, what time of day. Normally in the wintertime, they're gonna bite. The best time for a fish bite around here is gonna be about 10 in the morning to probably about 4 in the afternoon, and that's towards 4. After that, when that sun breaks down behind them trees, that water starts cooling off real fast, and the bite will just literally shut off. You ain't gonna get much around here in the nighttime on catfishing. It just don't happen. So you got about a 6-hour window to fish. In between the rain, working, everything else going on, it's hard to fit that little 6-hour window in. It really is. All these other YouTubers out here, they full timing, man. They got 7 days a week. All they do is come out here, fish, shoot a couple videos, go home, watch soap operas and drink iced tea. I'm out here trying to make it happen, man. I got people depending on me. I got people calling me, hey man, where's my videos? I'm gonna start shooting them rain, sleet, or snow. I might be out here with a plastic bag or a box or a tote or something over my camera, just trying to get one in. But I'm gonna do a Mississippi tour of locks, dams, spillways, just general purpose places that anybody without a boat can just pull up and go fishing. Someplace where you can take your youngest and just pop a hook in the water and might get lucky. Especially places where like these locks and dams, spillways, where they got a lot of riprap up and down the edge of the water. It's always a chance to get a brim, crappie up and down the edge of them rocks, man. Especially during the summertime, them rocks warm up fast and they hold heat, and you get a lot of bait fish in and out of that little riprap. And that's where you get a lot of your little panfish at. You ain't got a chunk of a half a mile out in the water. They right there 2-3 feet off the bank. And then same thing, and you got a lot of people that'll throw over the fish trying to catch a fish, because if you can catch your minnows up and down through that riprap, well, you got brim and crappie and bass eating them minnows. Well, guess what's eating that? That's your catfish. And then you got catfish that are just right in front of you, and you throwed it halfway out there into the middle of the current, and then you gripe because you ain't catching nothing. Nope, you are not. You just throwed over all the fish trying to catch current. I don't know. Anyway, that was one of the purposes of starting this old YouTube channel, is just teach folks, hey, you'd be surprised how many fish are 10 feet in front of you. So if you're gonna fish, I always fish with 3 poles. That's normally what I do. And I'll fish one short, one way out, and one about the middle. And I always fish with 2 or 3 different kinds of baits. And give it an hour, and you'll figure out what they're biting and where, and adjust accordingly. to increase your odds of hooking up with a fish. I think these dang white birds has done ate up all the fish out there. They was here before me. Even my dink bites have stopped. The old cut bait. Water's deeper than I thought. It's about 10 foot right there. Got some fellas out here dropping a boat. May have to run my lines in. That way I ain't in their way. That's fishing etiquette. Won't be long. We will be hammered down with crappie fishing all underfoot. Can you get under there? All right.
Where's this line at? I can't see it.
It's straight down. All right, y'all already passed this one. Y'all finna go snag up a crappie?
We're gonna go down and look down there behind old blue spot.
Y'all have a good one.
It's nice to get on some. River gotta get a little more fish.
Yeah. Hey, y'all ever see me keel over out here? I seen some stray dogs out here a while ago. I've always got a burrito in my pocket. I'd hate for someone to walk up on me. I'm hanging over the side of the pier. No stray dog eating out my pocket. That'd just be plumb disrespectful. I've come to the conclusion, and I have often considered the fact that I don't think this is a real egg inside these burritos. Given the price of eggs here lately, and the fact that the price didn't go up on the burritos, pretty much solidifies the fact that that ain't a real egg in there. But it still tastes all right. It just ain't a lot of things in the world that you can stick in your pocket, walk around for 3 or 4 hours, pull it out your pocket. Not only is it warm from being in your pocket, it tastes just like it did when you bought it. Hard to beat a good burrito. It is now 10:05, the beginning of the prime hour of winter fishing. We'll see what we got here. Hey, there's pelicans out here in Grenada Lake in Mississippi, middle of the Delta. Pelicans. I have no idea how that thing got here. These cranes keep snatching these crappie up off the edge of this bank. I'm gonna hook cranes and then snatch the fish out their mouth. Hey, fishing's fishing. There's more than one way to skin a cat. More than one way to catch a fish too. These birds getting a little more active. Fish starting to stir a little more. Maybe we'll get something here in a minute. I'm just sitting out here fishing, watching them fish, and eating my burrito. Come here, bird. Man, that fish. Stupid bird. Yep. Here comes 4 more boats pulling into the loading dock. They finna unload and go crappie fishing. See, they'll spend 4 hours trying to be next in line to get down the boat ramp so they can go 15 miles up the river to go catch a crappie. These birds sitting there snatching crappie up out the water right here where I'm standing. There ain't no slabs pulling up, but them birds is catching half-pound crappie. If it's half-pound crappie down there, there's some slabs. And these guys are gonna run over 1,000 crappie. Something in the woods is a dime. But these guys will run over a whole cooler full of crappie to go down the river to catch 2. I know. If you want to catch fish, watch your birds. That's something I learned from my uncle down in Panama City. If the birds is feeding, so is everything else. If you ain't been on the water in a while, ain't sure if they biting, watch your birds. You find the bird, you'll find the fish. Oh yeah, starting to warm up some now. Yeah, I'm gonna ease over here, see if I can't do a little crappie fishing around these pylons here. Y'all watch my poles, holler at me if I get a bite. How y'all doing this morning?
All right, how you doing?
Cold?
It is cold. I keep when that wind blows. I said I got to go. I think the longer you stay, the colder it gets.
I know. You got to keep moving just a little bit to keep the blood flowing.
That's the reason I tell him I don't got to go. I can't. It's still cold for me. The
Yeah.
older you get, the more colder you get. Seems like.
Well, what it is, it's the last weekend of deer season, and that's when all the crappie fishermen start coming out.
Oh yeah, that is.
It won't be long. It'll be little boats everywhere out here just jigging up and down the bank.
This is the last full week of deer season.
Yep.
That's the reason you see them.
Well, that's what I do out here on the weekends. I shoot YouTube videos.
Oh, you do?
That's what the camera's set up for. It's on now.
Oh my goodness.
I do fishing videos. And other things. I do cooking, fishing, and I raise bulldogs. So I do a little bit of YouTube videos on just about everything. Y'all have a good one.
I hope you do too.
Well, water clarity is pretty good. What you expect this time of year. And it's pretty cloudy. It's taking the water a while to warm up. Now, I got stuff I got to do this afternoon. Like I said, the best time to fish during the colder winter months is between about 10 in the morning, about 4 in the afternoon. That's your best window. But after lunch, I got something I got to do this afternoon. We got to go dress shopping for the youngest one. But the best way to catch fish in wintertime, honestly, is just time on the water. Now, you can come out here in the summertime 24 hours a day. You can head up down there by the dam, by the Spillway, and you just wear them out 24 hours a day. Bite don't matter when you go. Now, they do bite. The catfish bite better in the daylight. I mean, messed me up, my line was moving. You can catch the catfish a lot better at nighttime than you can during the daytime. But at daytime, that's when I come down here and I'll catch enough bait fish. In the summertime, right down there by the Spillway, and that's usually where I get an entire year's worth of bait. What we'll do is we'll come down here and we'll fish all day long. And I may do a live video of just a 12-hour feed of us doing nothing but bait fishing. We catch mostly drum and brim, and we'll take them and make cut bait. And we've got the little sandwich bags, Ziploc sandwich bags, and what we'll do is we'll put about 10 pieces of cut bait in each sandwich bag, and I've got a freezer at the house that has nothing but cut bait, and we'll have heads in some bags, and then we'll take fillets with the scale still on it and cut them up into smaller pieces, and we put the heads in one bag and we'll put the fillets in the other, and like I said, about 10 pieces in each bag. And when we go to the Mississippi River, we'll take the heads with us, and them blue cats up and down that Mississippi River love them heads off of them drum and the brim. And slow day today. I'm here at the right place, just wrong time. You got to catch them when you can. And we got rain coming in for the next, looks like 7 days. So, you know, I had to take a minute, come out here when I could, because I knew what was coming. But hopefully next time we'll hang up on something. I did a little crappie fishing around the edge of this dock. No luck. You know, ain't nobody catching fish out here but these darn birds. That pelican finally got full. He flew on off somewhere. He went back up in the woods somewhere. I hear him back there hollering every now and then. Sounds like a bulldog growling. Well, we got some dink bites. That's about it. But this is James Downs. Go fishing. Well, I'll let y'all later, man. Y'all have a good one.